The heartbreaking case of Gabriel Fernandez led a lot of people to call for reforms. But what else has changed since a state of emergency was declared in the LA County child welfare system?
Eyewitness News reporter Miriam Hernandez investigates the rocky road to reform.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3.
Who can children count on? The death of Gabriel Fernandez, a siren for change in the LA County welfare system. How far did reforms get? A Blue Ribbon Commission declared a state of emergency in its 2014 report. Action items were laid out for the Department of Children and Family Services, Public Health, Mental Health, Schools, the Sheriff's Department. Then came Anthony. Then came Noah. What Eyewitness News found through interviews and in 6 years of records? Agencies efforted changes to mend the safety net, intensified focus on caseworker skills, a DCFS university setting up mock visits to a troubled home, more supervision to improve case management, among many improvements. Yet the gaps. Real life, a different story. Watch. Can you tell if this child is lying about his bruises?
What happened to your head right there?
I hit on the wall.
No danger was detected by this deputy. He did not write up that he responded to an alert. DCFS never knew to follow up. 18 months later, the boy's brother, Anthony Avalos, was dead. His mother, Heather Barron, and her boyfriend, Kareem Leyva, now face trial for torture and murder. Anthony's siblings had earlier defended their mother, Heather, to social workers. Anthony's uncle saw why.
They always told us that they loved their mom.
Prosecutor John Hatami knows the pattern. He's been a child victim.
They don't want their parents to be arrested. They just want the abuse to stop.
The hurdles. USC's School of Social Work using lessons learned from Gabriel's case. A former field worker, Professor Omar Lopez, redesigned training. Gabriel's story inspired new students.
And I want to say that good third. It really comes up on their application or just on the interview process.
DCFS went on a hiring spree, 3,500 more social workers. The caseloads went from staggering to manageable. Problem solved? Not by a long shot. According to reports from the Office of Child Protection, DCFS could not place and retain enough social workers where they were needed most. The Antelope Valley, located nearly 70 miles from downtown Los Angeles, a grueling commute to the high desert. This was home to Gabriel, Anthony, and Noah.
I think the biggest thing that comes up to mind really is that people don't want to live there.
Don't want to live where, according to a county profile, the child poverty rate is 50% higher than the national rate. Schools are under-resourced. There's a high rate of teen births. County departments double down to fill every job slot. But still a struggle with retention. They've offered transportation assistance to social workers, incentive pay as much as an extra $1,000 a month, career guidance to steer local students into social work. On the job, new technology is helping. An app called Eris. On the spot, a worker can see who in the home has a criminal record. Significant are programs linked to DCFS that help families prevent a crisis. At age 2, Amber Rose was removed from her home when her mother just lost it. Her baby brother with a broken arm. Foster care was not enough care for Amber.
So I had my third child at the age of 20. I was homeless. I literally was living in abandoned cars. I had a substance abuse problem at that time, in a domestic violence relationship.
She got help through a DCFS program. Today she works for Parents in Partnerships, mentoring moms through crises. On the DCFS website and through its hotline, there are free programs, even for those outside the system. The number of families connected to community support through just the hotline more than tripled in 2017. Intervention is a lifesaver. This child, a D student in middle school who became homophobic, Isauro Aguirre, who killed Gabriel believing the 8-year-old was gay. This girl was using hardcore drugs and was shot when she was a child. Pearl Fernandez, Gabriel's mom. And there are troubling numbers. Since Anthony and Noah, there have been more child homicides. You just haven't heard about them. According to a county report from eScars, the electronic suspected child abuse reporting system, there were 11 fatalities in 2018 as a result of abuse or neglect by a parent or caregiver with a prior DCFS history. And this number public for the first time. In 2019, there were 20 child fatalities with similar DCFS links. It is possible both numbers are conservative. According to the CDC, intentional injuries to a baby are hard to detect. And now, the pandemic. More parents without jobs, tensions growing. And those home visits, where so much information is gathered, they were curtailed until recently. Workers now playing catch-up.
Find out what we're made of.
The question more pressing than ever, who can children count on? Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.